I'm here in Panama City. I just came from Costa Rica, where I've been staying for the last 6 months. And I came here for a couple of days, and I wanted to show you what I eat here while I'm traveling, which will be surprising that it's pretty much the same everywhere throughout the world, what I would eat while I'm traveling. I'll show you what I'm gonna eat here for breakfast. I have bananas, local Panamanian bananas. There's about 12 of them here. You can see it's already spotty, so they are ready to be eaten. I'm not sure if I'll eat all 12, but I'll eat quite a few for sure. And bananas, yeah, lots of calories, delicious, sweet, hydrating, keeps you full. That's what you want. So 9 bananas later, oops, you can see here, I'm ready to go for a little walk. I brought 2 pairs of shoes. I have my barefoot shoes here, which I've been using for multiple years already. And I have some running shoes. I think I'm gonna put the running shoes because, let's see, maybe I'll want to run a bit. So let's see if we can find the beach. I also bought these red bananas. I'm quite interested to try them, but I think they're not really ripe yet because they're not really soft. So I'll have to wait a little bit more before I can try these. So I did some running and it's really hot outside. So I got this coconut water for $2. You can pay in dollars here in Panama. There's a very nice fruiteria here that I checked out. They had all kinds of Asian stuff, very cool. They had mangoes, even some exotic fruits. So let's taste this, let's see how it is. It's very good, very fresh. Sometimes they put some additives in here, but it doesn't say, so it might be pure or you never know. Like here in Latin America, they're not so strict about all the ingredients. So you might see that it says one thing, but there might be some other stuff still in there. That's just perfect in this hot. So I'm gonna check out another supermarket now, and hopefully we'll find some lunch there. There were some options here, but I just don't want to limit myself right now, so I'll first check out the other one, and then we'll see if maybe I come back here. So I just got back from my walk. I went to the promenade first, checked it out, it was really nice. It seems like a very nice place to go for runs. It also had a little outdoor gym, so you can do your calisthenics workouts there as well. And then I decided I'll just check out another store that was recommended that might have good fruit options, and on the way I discovered 2 additional shops. One fruiteria, which actually had a lot of Asian products as well, tofu, kimchi, all kinds of interesting things, also various fruits. And then I went to another specialty food store as well, where they also had all kinds of different mushrooms, veggies, and it seems in general here in Panama there's quite a lot of variety and options. Of course, I would like a bit more variety in terms of fruit, but it's still very decent. So then I went to Super 99, which is a bigger supermarket, which was recommended to me by the Airbnb host. The fruit options were like so and so. I did find some things, so I'll show you what I got and how much it cost. I got these grapes and this was $4.35. Let's try them out as well. I didn't manage to try them out. Usually I always try them out. I always try them in the shop, but because it's a closed box and the clerk was right next to me, then I didn't really want to do that because that might have seemed a bit weird. So I hope I did a good choice. They do look very plum and I hope they're sweet, so let's give it a try. They're good. They're sweet enough to be having as a meal, so they don't have much acidity, but they're also lacking a little bit in sweetness. So I would say 7 out of 10, definitely a meal. If they're acidic, then you just can't eat them. Like you eat a few and your body just doesn't want them. And here's another type. Let's see how they are. They are also like quite crisp, plum, whatever the word is. Let's try it. Yeah, these are even a bit more acidic, though they're also more sweet. Good. Not ideal. That's the thing with imported grapes always, that they pick them a bit unripe because they stay fresh longer. So that's the reason why they do it. But the downside is that they don't really ripen off the branch. So they will stay at the same ripeness that they were picked. And both of these were $4.35 roughly each dollars. So that's roughly like 350 in euros. And then I got some mangoes, a big bag. So I got 2.5 kilos of mangoes and it was $2.85 for the kilo. So that's a very decent price, I would say. Yeah, I mean, you can get them even cheaper if the mango season is booming, but right now it's not the main mango season. So this is what they look like. I pick the soft ones always. You can also smell them. And it gives like a slight aroma, like a sweet aroma. So that's a very good sign that the mango is actually good and ripe. I got 7 mangoes. Tomorrow I am already leaving for Costa Rica. So I just got some for my lunch today and my breakfast tomorrow, hopefully. I also got these grapes. I might maybe take the grapes to go. I'll have to see how the mangoes are. So if the mangoes are good, I'll have them for lunch. If the mangoes suck, I'm gonna have the grapes. So let's try out the mangoes. So I'm also having some more coconut juice as well. Coconut water. It was really hot outside. I was really burning up. The sun is wide open. And they say the tap water here in the modern buildings is good to drink, but I tried it and it just didn't make me feel good at all. I felt like quite a little bit of irritation in my throat. There's probably some additives like chlorine or fluorine in there. So I just go for this coconut water because it's fairly cheap. I bought like 1.5 liters for about $4, I think, which is a very decent price. So I'm just having some coconut water. And these mangoes, I'm not quite sure what the variety is. It said in some of the stores it was advertised as Tommy, but the shape is a bit different than what I know Tommy for. It's actually looks quite different. So let's try it out and let's verify what kind of variety this might be. Let's cut it open. So this is what it looks like. It smells good. Oh, it's sweet. I think we hit the jackpot here. So just do this kind of little hedgehog style like this. So let's give it a try. Oh wow, these mangoes are so good. To be honest, I think I haven't had such good mango in a long time, even though I've been in Costa Rica for 6 months. That's really good. It's like a little bit honeyish, lemonish taste. It's really sweet. Oh man, I'm so lucky here. With the mangoes, the price is never correlated to how good they are. Usually it's the cheapest mangoes that are the best ones because it's just, usually they're cheap when they're very abundant, which means that they're also probably very perishable. So that's why they sell them cheap, because they need to get rid of them, which means that they're usually more ripe. Oh, it's really good. Like, I'm really surprised. So I'm probably gonna have at least 3 of these, if not more. Usually I just eat until I feel like I'm full, that I don't want anymore. So you might be wondering like what's up with all the fruits. Well, over time, kind of experimenting with my diet, I've found that I feel the best on eating fruits. If I eat ripe fruits, I feel amazing. With pretty much anything else than fruits, besides from eating raw vegetables, there's some downsides. And the biggest downside is dehydration when you eat cooked foods. They can be quite dehydrating. Of course, depends like what type of foods you're eating. If you're just eating boiled potatoes or something that still has fairly high water content, it's fine, it doesn't really matter too much. But I think the ideal is fruits. Of course, that doesn't mean we all need to be striving for, idealness. There's quite a lot of social aspects and gourmet wise involved with cooked foods. I definitely still eat cooked foods. Usually my dinner is cooked, so I'm finding this balance to be working for me quite well right now, because eating only raw foods can feel a bit isolating, and also cooked foods have a nice grounding effect as well. But with fruits, you can eat a whole meal and you don't feel groggy, you don't feel heavy, you can still go about your day, you can have a very clear head, a very stable energy. Some people might say that fruits, it's just sugar, it kind of spikes your blood and you get this high energy and then you crash. But I found that not to be true. Like if I eat mangoes, for example, I'll have 4 mangoes, let's say, depends on the size, maybe 5. I feel full for a few hours. It gives me energy. So if I had for breakfast my bananas, now almost more than 2 hours have passed, I feel fine. Like I'm not even that hungry yet, to be honest, but I'm just gonna have this because I need to get some stuff done soon and I'm just gonna eat before. So that's the case with all the fruits. And also fruit has helped me eliminate quite a lot of issues that I used to have. Constipation, also inflammation wise. I think inflammation is caused by chronic dehydration. So if you eat cooked foods throughout the day, even if you're drinking a lot, you can't make up by just drinking more. It's just not enough. So yeah, fruits really keep me hydrated, that's what I feel. And it's just good. There's no downsides to eating fruit. If you eat ripe fruits, it's amazing. So that's what I've kind of chosen to do anywhere I go. And it's kind of like the default now that I just go for fruit. And if I would be in another country, in a more colder country, in Estonia, for example, where I used to live for 34 years of my life, I would still be eating the same. Ironically, I would still be eating bananas imported here from Panama. I would be eating mangoes imported from Spain, or I would be eating frozen mangoes imported from Thailand, in a smoothie with bananas. So, I'm in a different country. Here, it's like paradise here, and I'm still eating the same foods. It's just that they're local, they're more fresh, they're more ripe, they're cheaper. Yeah, so it's my pick of lunch and dinner every day. It's bananas, mangoes, grapes, whatever kind of sweet, calorie-dense fruits I can find, I'll go for those. So unfortunately, that mango was really good, and the other mangoes are a bit unripe, so they're still a bit acidic, and they're not as bright. And I just can't wait too much because I'm leaving tomorrow. So I can leave some for the morning, hoping that they will ripen a bit more. But the 2 that I cut open, they're just a little bit unripe. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to have these 3 bananas that I had left over from the morning, and I'm gonna mix them with the mangoes. So that kind of elevates the sweetness and adds a bit of nice acidity to the bananas, and we'll have a little banana mango bowl instead. And I think that will be fine because they're still good. It's just that it's not as pleasant to eat a full mango if it's not fully ripe. It's just something that I don't like that much. But if I mix them with bananas, I still enjoy them very much. So let's try that. So I have my bowl here, which is a pot, because apparently they don't have any decent sized bowls here in this Airbnb. And I want to show you a little hack, which some people might not agree with me, but bear with me. There's some sugar here, white sugar. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pour some on my little bowl. Of course, because of the humidity, it's like a rock, so it sticks together here. Even a little bit of sugar, 1 spoon. It's gonna elevate the sweetness so much, so your mangoes are almost like ripe. And I know there's a lot of sugar fear out there, but I'll tell you the truth. It's just marketing and brainwashing. I mean, our bodies run on sugar, our bodies run on glucose. Our brain is powered by glucose. A lot of functionalities in our body are powered by sugar. It's the quickest form of energy for us. Fruits, which are considered a healthy food, are super high in sugar. So why is it that sugar in the white form is bad? I mean, it's the same stuff. So really, think twice. Is sugar bad for you? Or is there a reason why we are drawn to sweets? I just finished my workout and I wanted to show you a bit what this place is like. So I'm in a high-rise building. It has almost 30 floors. I'm staying on the 24th floor. And this is very central in Panama. There's also a pool area you can see back there. There's also a gym. There's a bar area here. So it's very good for digital nomads or travelers who are working and also want their comfort. So it's very good for me to do my workout, maybe chill here by the pool, and it's very, very central. So Panama is definitely a good location for the type of person who is working and also wants to stay active and have access to all the amenities. There's even a co-working space here, so if you want to step out of your apartment for a bit, maybe have a different environment with some people who are also working, then super nice. There's even a co-working space for you to potentially connect with other people. So I'm also going to show you the apartment that I'm staying in. I rented this for 3 nights, 4 days. It has a full fridge, kitchen, a living room area, has a TV, even a nice balcony. It has a view across the Panama City. It has air conditioning and it has 1 bedroom and 2 toilets. 2 is a bit unneeded for me. It also has 2 showers, but there's 2. Also a TV here. And another shower. So for the 3 nights, 4 days, I paid 207 euros. Which is roughly $220, I would say. And it's very decent. So yeah, if you're coming here for a short vacation, they definitely have the amenities, the fruits, and all you would need. So before dinner, I want to show you, I did a little bit of shopping. Panama is known for being a very big city. They have a lot of stuff here. There's the Panama Canal, there's a lot of transit happening here. So as a result, the prices are significantly lower compared to Costa Rica. I'll show you some things I'm taking with me to Costa Rica, which you might find peculiar. So I bought some iceberg lettuce for Relica because it's really difficult to find iceberg lettuce in Costa Rica. You can, but it's not in the stores close to us. So I'm taking some, hopefully I can get it through the customs. They sometimes take away fresh food. Nori sheets, 100 pack. This was about $20, so it's a decent price. In Costa Rica, you can get nori sheets, but for like 5 sheets, it's like $5 or even more. It's a ridiculous price. Then I found this all-natural miso. It was $6. I just found it interesting. You don't really find this kind of Asian stuff in Costa Rica very easily unless you go to San Jose. They have a few Asian stores, but still I haven't seen this type of miso, so I'm giving it a try. Dates, also not so easy to find in Costa Rica and also very expensive. For some reason, some things are incredibly expensive in Costa Rica. I'm not really sure why. I think it has something to do with some grocery chains just being monopolies and they just set their own prices, I think. So then I have just a little drink for me for tonight. I got some more, the receipt is sticking to it, but I got some more coconut water and I also got a bottle of water so I can be all hydrated for my flight tomorrow. Then I got a new speaker. This was about $130. Yeah, we have a speaker, but it's a very cheap Chinese one and it just doesn't work very well, and I also lost the charger. So new speaker it is. And electronics are so much cheaper here, like so much cheaper. So I took the chance of buying some stuff here. And then finally we have Amazon Kindle paperweight for Relica, so she can do some reading because she's really missing out on reading more, and it's really hard to find English books in Costa Rica and to order stuff online. For some reason they just made it so difficult. Yeah, I mean it's really stopping the economy, to be honest. So that's all I got. Yeah, so this one was about $230, 16 gigabytes. I don't know if it's a good price or not. I think it should be decent. So that's my little shopping trip. So now let's see what's for dinner. So finally my dinner has arrived. When in Panama, it's a big city. You have Uber Eats and other delivery services here. And I have been living for 6 months in the Costa Rican jungle. So I'm definitely going to use this luxury. So here's what I got. I ordered some Japanese food from a Japanese restaurant. So I have some onigiri with furikake. I got some kimchi, some mushrooms, some fries, some miso soup. So I'll put the mushrooms in the miso soup. The miso soup, it also has some tofu in it. Then I have some cucumbers I bought from the store, which are these like super crunchy ones. I really love them. I have some guacamole I bought from the store. It's with jalapeno, so it has a nice kick to it. I have a vegan burger left from my previous dinner yesterday, which it has like it has a garbanzo bean patty, so I'm gonna have that as well. And I have some plantain chips left over. So I'm gonna have a nice little feast here. I got this lemonade. I'm not even sure what it is. I just went for the pretty bottle like usual. And then I'm just gonna enjoy some Netflix over here. Watch some Stranger Things. Burger is looking good. Maybe needs a little bit more sauce. So let's taste test the miso soup. Put the mushrooms in here. Well, the mushrooms are so crunchy. Really good. Cucumber is crunchy. The jalapeno is really good in the guacamole. Let's try the kimchi. It's very good. It has a very nice saltiness, sweetness. Let's try the French fries. I mean, these are looking kind of... yeah, don't order French fries from a Japanese restaurant. That's all I can say. Let's try the onigiri. Looks really good. Very interesting. I like the rice. That's nice. And finally, let's try the burger. Yeah, that's a little dry. I guess I'm gonna put some guacamole in there. So all in all, I'm gonna enjoy this meal. I had fun sharing with you guys and see you in the next one.